What made North Dakota so hard to put away?
You know, we had kind of screwed up lineups out there the whole night because of their ball screen offense. Is just so hard to try to defend. Hard to defend with two, bigs in the game. And so that's why we were, started 4 guards and got off to a good start and did a decent job. They're just, they sent 3, 4, 5 ball screens in a possession, and it's really hard for your bigs to get the right coverage. They can get there in the first 2, really hard to get there on 3, 4, and 5. And so we switched a lot of things. We tried some different things defensively, but yet then at the offensive end, it puts you in a little bit different situation because now you got a perimeter playing a 4 spot, and so any sets, it's just hard to try to do one thing defensively and something else at the offensive end. Credit to UND. I mean, we did everything correctly until the end when, you got 2 timeouts and you got the tie-up is ours. I probably should have got us in a different press break, but, you never try to split anything. At worst case scenario, a tie-up, it's your ball again. Just catch and face and be strong with the basketball, and we haven't been in a lot of those situations. I'll take the blame for that. But time and score, understanding those things, timeouts, who has the jump ball, those are things we just talked about that you got to be able to go out and carry out, and I need to do a better job conveying that to our guys.
How do you explain the game-winning shot there by Hooker, the behind the back, no look, kind of scoop up at the rim?
Yeah, I mean, you put yourself in those positions, it just takes one shot like that to end it. And, credit to those guys. They made plays down the stretch. I mean, I don't know, we were up 3, I don't know how much time. And again, you got 2 timeouts and you have the ball on a tie-up and the basketball. They're going to foul you. Just simply got to be strong with the basketball and make an easy play. That thing should have been a free throw shooting contest.
What's it going to take to right the ship and kind of turn the season around?
I'm a guy who just believes in realities. This is where we're at, and it's up to us each and every day to try to find a way to get better and move on. There's not one thing. I mean, we got to solve this turnover issue. I mean, 19 turnovers, you don't give yourself a chance to win. And so taking care of the basketball, making easy, simple plays is the first thing.
Coach Jones said last week in one of their games they had to lead the entire game, and then in the last minute lost it. He said his team used it as a learning tool to move forward.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way? Is this going to be a learning experience?
Yeah, I hope so. We need to make it a learning experience. Couple reasons. We have not been in a lot of close games with a young group, and so this is really the first time going through it, and we need to be able to show them through tape and making sure everybody's on the same page of how you finish a game.
And then lastly, at least for me, I was hoping you could comment on your freshman point guard. Personally, I was impressed with him today. He had a nice season so far, especially coming in from just fresh from high school. Can you just talk about his season and his performance today?
No, he's going to be a really good player. He's got great savvy to him. He's even keel. I think C.J. Rivers, who started as a freshman, he kind of the same thing. They keep the game simple. They're going to be really good players here. Or he had his as good a night as he's had, the third freshman. So, those guards are going to get better. But Reed's somebody who, in recruiting him, we expected this, and he's someone that's we're going to be able to build around and lead this team as we move on.
I guess you had a lot of good rebounding from, especially with that 4-guard lineup. Like, you actually out-rebounded them despite being smaller.
And that was our biggest worry going into it. Could we out-rebound them?
Is that like a testament to guys is coaching, or is it kind of a testament to guys like Gary who because he even I think had 5 or 6?
Yeah, just guys understanding, got to buy in, step back, box out, do your job, and And Gary had 4, Gary had 5, Trev had 5, Jacob had 5, and Ori 3. Again, CJ 4. Just doing your job, and one of the jobs and one of the things we grade is rebound efficiency. Not so much did you come up with it, did you do your job?
And also, I guess with Jacob, it was one of his better games of the year. He was strong. He was making plays offense and defensively down low. Like, what are your thoughts on his performance?
He needs to continually get better. It was tough for him. That's why we didn't start him, just trying to defend all those different ball screens. And so that's why we started Trevor there. But we expect a lot out of Jacob, and he just needs to continue to get better. And he was pretty solid for us tonight.
I guess also because this is, coming up, they have a grueling schedule coming up. Like, this is some high-profile teams. What are you gonna take from this, like, the head-on, especially as Gary head to Green Bay, who's very similar, likes to run?
Yeah, again, it's just each game's different. I'm more worried about us and us growing and getting better every day, and that's the reality of the world we live in. Is not so much. We need to find a way to come back on practice on Monday. We got finals, and get better on Monday's practice. If you do that, you get better as you move along. Looking ahead someplace else, we'll start getting ready for Green Bay.